This is very important.
Very important.
Some people know where they're going, but they don't even think about how to get there.
Yes.
Like, we're going there, but how are we going to get there?
Yeah.
Like, let's think about what we're going to eat on the road.
Yes.
What are we going to wear?
Yes.
What if it's in winter? What if it's in
Yes.
summer? You have to think about how to get there.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I think the perspective of men and women is different in that sense.
Yeah, and this is where I think we need women a lot. We need women. I'm not trying to generalize, but
Yeah.
in most cases, women understand details on the road.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mike and Christelle podcast, where family meets faith and fun. Today's question is, when is the right time to seek help in marriage? Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss when we post new episode. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Mike and Christelle podcast.
Great. So, babe, is there such a thing as too early in seeking help in marriage? If you are having some issues or some disagreement, how much time do you need to wait until you seek for help? What do you think?
I think there is such a thing as being early in
Seeking help.
If it's, I don't know if I want to call it being early in seeking help. Seeking help is not a bad thing, but you can seek help at the right time and at the wrong time. For example, if there's an issue between the two people and before you even had a conversation or even you sat down and talked about it or tried to solve it, you've gone quickly and spoke to someone outside. You brought someone in immediately. Yeah. So that's too early. That's really early.
That's too early.
Yeah, because the issue is between the two of you. So try to resolve first and see if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, usually it's okay to find help.
I've heard of some people take every misunderstanding in their marriage to some other trusted people outside. Maybe it can be a friend or a colleague at work or just someone you trust outside. Everything that is happening in your marriage, before even you talk to your spouse, you go to discuss it with that person first. I don't feel comfortable with that personally. I feel like before you take things outside, maybe it's too early to discuss with someone outside before you talk. And maybe that may even limit your ability to fix problems. The two of you to learn how to resolve conflict. Because every time before you talk to each other, there is a third person voice in the marriage.
Yeah, if you haven't tried, if you haven't sat down, and we can't put a time limit on that. We can't say it's gonna. You have to be like a whole year trying to solve it. No, we can't put a time limit on it. But I think it's too early to just as soon as something happens, you just run and go out there and talk about people to people. Yeah, I think it stops the ability to learn how to communicate with each other. Usually when something's happening is because you fail to communicate to each other. You fail to transmit or to try to understand each other. So I think the best way is to try and sit down
before you go outside.
Yeah, before you go outside to find help.
But on the other side, there are people who, no matter what happens, they will never go outside. They will never seek help. Maybe because of traditions or because of personality or religion, belief or anything. They will feel uncomfortable to go outside and seek help. And you will see, despite abuse, despite all the things that are happening, sometimes even deadly stuff, like very bad abuse, people will not even go outside to seek help. Yeah. So, and that's why we thought it will be important to discuss this question today, because there is such a thing as too early. Before even you speak to your spouse, that's too early. Yeah. But there is also a danger of not even trying to seek help because it's your personal thing. You don't want to share with anyone.
Or sometimes it's not even that you don't want to share with anyone. Some people are ashamed of the situation because sometimes the situation that so many people warned you before you did that. Yes. So you realize, oh my God, that I'm in trouble now.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, I'm in trouble now. Yeah. What? I'm not going to talk about this. If I talk about this, then everybody's going to say, we told you so.
For me, I feel like even if people told you and then you find yourself in a situation where you are trapped, the person you married was not what you expected, it's human. You are human. Like, it's okay. Just call it a mistake. seek help. I understand the shame. I understand,
Definitely, because in some cases, it can be a dangerous situation. Actually, you really need to seek help. Absolutely.
Yes. And we are not just talking about seeking help to fix your marriage here. We are also talking about seeking help for your own health, for your own well-being.
Yeah.
And we are also talking about seeking help for your own survival. You need help so that things can be dealt with.
Yeah.
But if you are not sure, if you don't know if you should find help, or you don't know where you are in your relationships, we have 3 suggestions to give you. 3 things that you can check if you need help or not. And the first one,
regular checkup.
A regular checkup is when couples decide to go and see a counselor or a pastor or someone they trust to discuss their marriage without having any issue going on. Your marriage is fine, everything is under control, but you just want to go and sit and just discuss things as they are. The person may ask you questions, and a few things may come up there that will help you to improve. You are not going there to fix anything that is broken. You're just going there to talk about it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what good questions can bring up in a marriage. Look, you can go see someone who you trust. Like it can be a pastor, it can be a professional counselor, and they will ask you these questions that will bring so much to your marriage. Yes. I heard someone said they went to a conference. Yeah. It was a marriage conference, and they were really fine. Like the couple was good. They were like, we've never been to a marriage conference.
Let's just go and try.
Let's just go and try. We're fine, but there's no problem. Let's just go and try. So they went to the marriage conference, and then the person said, at the end of the conference, they were like, I thought we were fine, but we could use this, we could use this really. I thought we were amazing actually, but we could use this. Yeah. There's so much wisdom that you can always learn from, even if there's nothing going on, there's nothing wrong going on, like there's no problem. Yeah. Regular checkups can just help you.
It's important. You can decide to do it once a year. You can decide to do it once every 6 months. Yeah. But a regular checkup is important. It's a time you invest in your marriage. It's a time you look at your marriage from a different perspective. You allow someone, as my wife said, you can go to a conference or meet a counselor or just sit with someone you trust, not just to talk about your marriage, but to have a different perspective on things. The next one, the second one.
So this is when you cannot agree on goals.
Goals are vision, like where your destination, what you want to achieve in your marriage. And
do you have to have a goal in marriage?
Every marriage has a goal. Some of them are unspoken, but everyone comes to marriage with expectations. Those are your goals. You just don't know. Like what do you want to achieve? For example, not all of them are physical. Not all of them are like, let's build a house or let's buy a car or let's study this, or not necessarily. Some goals can be emotional. You would like your spouse to love you in a particular way. That is something that you set as a goal. Because it's an expectation, you would love to reach that place in your marriage where you do that. Those are goals. You can have goals about having children. You can have that expectation, or you can agree or disagree on having children. I know couples that have struggled to agree on the number of children to have. Some people want to have more, some people want to have less, or not at all. Some people get married and they don't want to have children at all. Goal is in finances. It can be goals in fitness. You may get married and you want to get fit, or faith goals, like you want to grow in your faith. Yeah. And all those things are goals you want to achieve in marriage. And when you disagree on that, you can't reach an agreement. You see things differently. It simply means, as a couple, you are heading into different directions. Yeah. It is dangerous.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal if one of you want to keep renting and one of you want to build to buy a home.
Or if one of you wants to have children, the other one doesn't want to.
Exactly.
So
one of you want to save money, another one want to help parents or to do something with the family. Like goals divide people.
Yeah.
Goal divide people. And when you find that you cannot agree on goals, you cannot agree on the end goal of something in marriage, find someone who can help you to synchronize your vision, synchronize your goals, and put your priorities together. If you can't agree on destination, then you can't travel together. You can't travel together.
Yeah.
If you can't agree on where you are heading and where you are going,
it's going to be hard to travel together.
Yes. I'm not saying that men should always be in charge of the goal. Yeah.
I think both of you, can do that. Sometimes you're the one, the wife is the one who's has the clear path of where they want to go, and she can want to lead the husband.
Yes. This is a very tricky place because what we know is the man in our traditional Christian families, the man is the leader, is the head of the family. And the leader brings the vision and the leader leads. But what we are saying here is this. You need to be in agreement with your followers. So if your wife is your follower and you can't agree on the goal, then you haven't communicated well your vision or you haven't persuaded your follower.
Or you have a wrong vision.
A wrong vision.
Yeah.
And that's what we are talking about. Don't just say, I'm the man here. I'm doing this. We are buying this house. We are selling this car. No. Make sure you reach an agreement with your follower if that is the way you function. And I'm talking from a perspective of a man, because I know sometimes we get that kind of pride to think I'm the husband here. I have to make this decision. Be careful. If nobody's following you, you are destroying your family. You're going nowhere,
my friend.
Yeah, that means you haven't done a good job to sell your idea. You haven't done a good job to bring your wife on board. So what to do in that case? Find someone to help you understand perspective, to help understand where you are going and what is happening. Yeah. The third one
is when you can't agree on the strategy.
Yes.
This is very important.
Very important.
Some people know where they're going, but they don't even think about how to get there.
Yes.
Like, we're going there, but how are we going to get there? Like, let's think about what we're going to eat on the road.
Yes.
What are we going to wear?
Yes.
What if it's in winter? What if it's in summer? You have to think about how to get there. And sometimes, I think the perspective of men and women is different in that sense.
Yeah, and this is where I think we need women a lot. We need women. I'm not trying to generalize, but in most cases, women understand details on the road. So you want us to go there. How are we going to get there? Do you understand that this may go wrong? This may go. They feel things and they will let us know. They will tell you. Maybe in your family, the woman is more of a doer, is more of the person who wants to achieve something.
Yes, that's
the visionary of the family, and the husband is the one who looks into the details. That also is okay.
Oh, yeah.
That also is okay. In any case, whoever is bringing the goal or the vision should listen to the other about the details. How do we get there? And if you can't agree on the strategy,
time to find help. That's the right time
to find help. This is clear. If you can't agree on the goal, go and find help. If you can't agree on the strategy, go and find help. Let's give an example. The goal, to buy a house. The strategy, take a loan or save or sell something to buy. That is a strategy. How are you going to buy that house? Maybe one of you doesn't want to take a loan. You want to sell your inheritance so that you can buy that house. Maybe someone wants to keep your inheritance because it's very precious to you, but you want to take a loan and pay it slowly. That is a strategy how to achieve the goal. So in marriage, always make sure you agree on strategy so that you can work together. In summary, 3 things. When to find help. Don't just wait until things are really bad.
No, please don't.
Don't.
Yeah.
Find help for checkup. 2, when you disagree and you can't agree on goal, on where you are heading. And 3, when you disagree and can't agree on strategy, how to get there.
Yeah. I just want to add something on that. That's why it's important to have premarital counseling,
yes.
because some people have gone through them.
Yes.
They've just crossed that bridge.
Yes.
It would be amazing if you have those people to kind of help you out before you get there.
Definitely.
So this is why it's important to have, that before you get married.
That's very true. Thank you guys for listening or watching on YouTube and wherever you are. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like this episode. And
leave us a comment. If you like, leave us a comment.
Leave us a comment. Thank you again. Like us on social media, Facebook and Instagram. And remember, when family is healthy, the nation is healthy. See you next time.
Bye.